Welcome to Idea Thread Mapper. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to show your threads on a map and what you can do with a project map. In the last tutorial, we created a project named Electricity, which I'm going to open on the top of the screen. And in this project, you can see the thread named Batteries, which we created in a previous tutorial. So right now I'm going to open the thread for batteries, and this is what our previous thread looked like, where we have different notes and we have the three different window pane views. Well, right now I'd like to map this information, so I'm going to go back to our ITM homepage, and instead of clicking on thread, I'm going to click on map. And within the map area, you can choose different threads that you've created. So we've created batteries. I'm also going to choose another sample one called voltage and charge. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom of the menu and click on show map. So you'll see in this map the graphics of any selected threads that are displayed, and they'll be displayed here on a timeline. And this bar here represents the time range of the entire thread. And the little blue squares represent the notes that were in each of these threads, voltage and charge. And if I scroll down a little bit, you'll see the notes that were represented in the thread batteries. Going back up to the timeline, you can select a specific date range by using the slider bar, and you can choose to narrow in on one day by using both slider bars on the left and right hand side, and you can even within a day go down to specific hours by using this slider bar up here on the top. And if you want to go back to how the view was before, you can just move the sliders all the way back and you'd have all the threads in this, all the notes in this thread again. Just like when we were in the thread view, we could see more information about each note in the thread. We have some of the same capabilities here in the mapping tool. We can click on the links at the top to show the title of each of the threads. We can then hide it. We can show the author of each of the threads. We can show both title and author, and then hide each of those if we don't want to see those anymore. We can show any build-ons, meaning any relationships between threads where one thread built off of another. Scrolling back up, I'm going to close that view. We can also show the reference if there were any references from one note to another. And we can also click on the Show Common link at the top to show any relationships between different threads. So between the notes in two different threads, we can show a relationship there by clicking on Common, and then we can close that again. This is the end of the tutorial about Idea Thread Mapper project maps.